I think, counsel, did I not have from you a motion to withdraw?
Your Honor.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Okay. I also have, and I don't know whether or not you were served with them because I'm not clear what entirely what Ms. Tope is doing. But did you receive from Ms. Tope a motion to remove and expunge the court's order?
Got an email copy of it that I'm aware of, yes.
Okay, so
I don't know the result of it though.
Well, first of all, I can tell you part of the result of it is that she marked it an emergency. I did not deem it an emergency. So I set it for hearing today along with the other motions. Okay, that was the resolution. The reason did you folks receive a copy of that?
Not sure what you're referring to. I don't know anything about it.
Donna Tope's motion to remove and expunge the court's order for contempt. Okay.
I don't know. I didn't think I was
not received. You got an email copy. All right. So then we received, and I guess I'll deal with that one first, if you don't mind. We received then a communication from Ms. Tope that she was unavailable for her own motion today. So that motion, Donna Tope's motion, will be adjourned. And I'm not changing anything. The bench warrant is still outstanding. So my next day,
March or April 14th.
14th?
Yeah.
I'm a little busy that day. March 17th, 2026. 9 a.m. So that I'll adjourn the Donna Tope's motions. Counsel, I'll leave it to you, given your motion to withdraw, as to whether or not you want me to finish ruling on the other motions or hear your motion to withdraw.
What it's my understanding, the last hearing you ruled or granted liability or the motion to stop the motion, and we're here today for a hearing on damages, which I suspect we're prepared to move forward with that might result in the conclusion of this matter, which might make my motion to withdraw moot to a certain extent, and also make the defendants, we're calling it the second omnibus motion, might make
Pardon?
moot as well.
Oh, yes. All right. Folks, what do you have to say to me on the issue of damages?
So, the issue on damages. Okay, so the thing he was referring to as a second omnibus motion. I just was preparing that because I was under the understanding today was the final day. You already ruled on the eviction. You were going to rule on when and the damages. Okay, so since then, there were new things that happened, such as foreclosure being posted. I've lost a lot of orders and I'm out of business. So regarding damages.
You're out of business?
Yes, and I do not have enough orders to pay my lease starting April. Most of the boarders are leaving at the end of March. They saw the posting on the door. Horse owners are like horses. They're flight animals. They're herd animals, and they're all leaving, and I'm going out of business. And so I fear, because of the posting of his foreclosure on the facility, that he is foreclosing and possibly going into bankruptcy. And so what I'm asking for damages is that it come out of the court's account. And my understanding is damages is up to you. And I have no recourse to get any of my money. I'm out of business. I'm not going to have the money for April's lease because of the eviction.
Let me just stop you there a moment, okay? Because you know about the foreclosure
Yes,
council and it's a bank foreclosure.
it wasn't a bank foreclosure, but it was the lender.
Well, okay, the lender. Have they leaned anything in regard to that?
I'm not aware of a lien. There was a foreclosure sale on the 4th, which the lender purchased the property out of foreclosure. So the redemption period is obviously still ongoing, but
Oh dear. Okay. And so when we had received, and I don't know if you were aware of it, counsel, I think it may have come in maybe in response to your motion to withdraw communication from your client that it was going into foreclosure, but it actually has gone through that process and then
yeah. And so I just want to make sure that we're clear. So there's the foreclosure sale on the property at issue on the 4th. My client's personal house is also subject to another upcoming foreclosure sale.
that's a different one.
Those are different.
Got it. Okay. And so you have to remind me, how long is that redemption? That's not a 6-month redemption, is it? Going to be
I believe it's 3, but
3. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Go ahead. You were.
I filed this motion so that you would have all the information in front of you so that you could make a final decision on damages. Or whatever it's called. He asked me to be, he evicted me. He asked me to leave. I'm prepared to leave. I found a place for my horses. Most of my boarders have already given me notice. And because of the foreclosure and the eviction, the fences that have always been falling down are falling down worse. I can't keep the horses safe, but I don't have the wherewithal or the resources to fix them. And I can't go on. And I'm prepared to, if you would be willing to prorate into the court's account 10 days in April, I would be prepared to leave in 30 days from now. And
What did you mean by that prorate into?
Well, so I usually pay at the beginning of the month for the whole month. I won't have the money to do that because majority of boarders are leaving.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
What you're saying. All right. This is going to be a disaster in the making, I think. When let me do this. While not holding him to it, counsel, is your client seeking to redeem the property or?
I believe in the best case scenario, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. You guys are going to have to. So let's say he doesn't, and then there's a new owner of the premises. You're probably going to have to leave in any event. So when can you guys leave the property?
I would love to leave April 10th, but I can leave at the end of March. At the end of March, if you're not able to give me a prorated lease payment for the 10 days of April.
What do you have? A total new escrow.
$20,620.
Say again.
$20,625.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, you said that's what's in the court's escrow?
Yeah, I was asking. It was 2625.
$20,625.
And you folks have already paid the March payment. What?
Quick question. The March payment, are we saying that that was paid into the court's escrow?
Yes, they said they paid that.
Last one being February 5th.
So you don't have a March.
One dated March.
I didn't bring the receipt with me, but I did pay it March. I paid it. Did I pay it at the end of February because it was before we left on vacation? I think I paid it the last Friday of March because we left on vacation Sunday. So I want to make sure it was in before we left.
Did you pay?
I'm sorry, the last Friday of February. We paid it cash the last Friday of February.
Did you pay it here?
Or in Tulane.
Well,
It really wouldn't matter. Do you know what court you went to pay it?
no.
I do see it because you paid it here. It's not on the ROA. So
And then it's got to be transferred over. So 5,500 additional.
so $26,125.
How long was your lease?
It was supposed to be 7 years.
You have how many horses are you moving?
I'm sorry, how many am I moving?
How many? Yeah.
Just my personal horses. Everybody else,
Okay. That doesn't answer my question. You're getting like that other guy.
I own.
3. So come the 10th as you're anticipating, you're moving 3 horses, or are you moving 3 horses and then some others that you're in care of? I guess I'm trying to.
There's 3 other horses that are absentee owners, and I haven't reached out to them yet because I was waiting to see when my leave date was. I'm going to reach out to them and see if they want me to take them because I'm just going to a friend of the family's and they're just pasture horses. But no, I'm not continuing this business. Does that make sense?
No, well, yeah, there's a lot more information I needed, but I'm just trying to figure out if I were to give you till the 10th, you're moving at least 3 horses, but up to 6
Yes.
total horses.
Me personally, yes.
Right. Okay.